Hi, Christina. Welcome. Just waiting for a couple more people to show up. I'm glad you made it. I'll talk about the workout a little bit. So it's going to be similar to our usual setup. All you need is either a mat or a rug or a pillow to support your knees once we move down to the floor. And towards the end, we'll take it down to the mat as we get more tired. We'll start standing up. And also, if you have a chair or anything nearby, so you can use it for balance or also for sitting down in your squats, grab that now, and we will get started with our warm-up. All right, so I'll be checking if people are coming in and having to let them in, but I'll take you through the warm-up as we go. So let's have our arms up, legs out, and we're gonna twist and twist. Good, we're tapping one foot out and starting to squeeze that glute, twisting that core, squeezing the core, and kind of moving with power with our arms and then stopping ourselves with our core. We'll go for 2 more here. And now we're going to take it up. So you want to stretch up and over, and then up and over to the other side. Really stretch, lean into it. Opening up the sides of our body. Taking some deep breaths. Good. We'll go for 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to open up our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. And we're just going to push our hips back and then push our hips forward. Push our hips back and push the hips forward. Keep going. We'll go a few more times here. Good. And let's go 1 more in each direction. Back and then forward. Great. We'll get a little bit wider with the legs, arms out, and you're going to keep your knees straight, hips in line. We're just going to reach opposite hand to foot. Coming back up in between each one. Alternating sides here. So good job showing up. Sometimes that's the hardest part. I'll go 2 more here. And last one. Great. So we'll bring the legs together. We're going to do a spinal twist. So try to keep the hips facing forward here. And we're going to twist the upper body. And we're looking, following with our eyesight where our arms are going. 2 more. Last twist. Great. Now we're going to step out and in, and we're going to give ourselves a hug. Good. And when we do this hug, we really want to open up the chest every time we're bringing those arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades here. Good. Getting some movement in that upper back and in that chest. 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Let's go for some big shoulder circles. Keep going. Good. Rounding those shoulders back. 2 more. Last one. Now we want to bring the shoulders up to the ears. So tense everything up. Let all that tension go. 2 more just like that. How tense can you get yourself? And let all of it go. Last time. And exhale. Awesome. All right. So we're going to get started with a couple of squats. You could use your chair behind you if you need it. You're still going to get an amazing workout for the legs. So we're just going down and up, like you're sitting down in a chair if you don't have that chair, and up. So all the weight is in the back of the feet towards the heels, and you're just driving your hips back. Good. And we'll go for 3 more. And 1, 2, and 3. Great. So we're going to add to that squat now. We're going to add a crunch to it. If you want to hold on to something, hold on, and you don't need to use your arms for the crunch, but still do that crunch with your core and your knee coming up. So you could hold on, squat, crunch. Ready? And if you are using your hand, you're going to crunch, crossing the body here. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, and squat, cross body crunch, squat, other side cross it. Good. We're squeezing that core every time we bring that knee up and in. Exhaling when we're doing that crunch and lifting that knee up to the elbow or just up if you're holding on to something for balance. So we're here for about 30 seconds. If you ever need something to hold on to for balance, do it. Forget those arms. Whatever works for you today to keep on moving with me. All right, 3, 2, 1, break and breathe. We have 10 seconds to break, letting someone else in. Welcome, welcome. We're already done with our warm-up, into the workout. So next move, we're gonna do an alternating airplane. So again, hold on if you need to. You're gonna have your right arm, left leg come back. Other arm, other leg. Alternating here. So it's not a lot of balance because we're not staying here for a long time. We're just flowing through it. Ready? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and back. Alternate. Right arm, left leg. Breathing through this here. Squeezing the glute. Bringing that arm nice and back behind your head. And if you could speed it up, let's speed it up. We have about 10 more seconds. Breathing through this. 3, 2, 1, rest. Hang out for 10 more seconds while I show you what we're doing next. All right, so we're doing nice and easy jumping jacks. You could be right here or light on the feet jumps. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step it out and out. And if you're jumping right here, so we're here again for 30 seconds. This beginning part of the workout today, a little bit more cardio to raise that heart rate, but you could always go in between the two, jumping and stepping out. About 10 more seconds. And then we'll go into balance. You know, I love to work some balance before we hit the floor, or core, legs, and arms. 3, 2, 1. Break for 10 seconds here. All right. So this next move, it's a high knee with a reach. So it's like a march. You're gonna lift your knees, squeeze the core, and hands down. Now, if you want, you could bring your arm up in between. So it's here, 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 here. And if not, if you want to hold on to something, you march. And if you want to go high knees, go high knees. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. And you reach up, reach up, reach up. Squeezing that core every time you're lifting those knees up. And again, if you're holding on to something, just do that march, squeezing that core. You could go in between the two or take it into your high knees. We have 15 seconds left here. Keep moving those arms. And if you want to speed it up for these last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break and breathe. 10 seconds off. Okay, so this next move, our arms are going to be up, our right leg will be back, and we're going to kick through our arms, kick through. Now you could easily just hold on to something right next to you and have one arm up. Ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and kick through. Good. Find a pace that works for you. Do it for about 10 seconds. And then see, can you speed it up just a little bit? Good, small improvements every day. And you can always slow it down again. We'll go for 3, 2, 1, break. Take a moment here. Get set up, turn around if you're gonna hold on to something. Let's get that left leg back. Both arms up. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and kick it through. Good. It's a little stretch here too, which is nice, right? 30 seconds, about 20 left already. I love 30-second moves because it's just long enough to feel it and then it's over, right? All right, 15 seconds. Speed it up if you want to. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Break. Let's take a second here. Bring our heart rate down. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And we are going to do a couple of strength training moves and balance moves. So again, grab your chair if you need it. And you're going to step onto the right leg. Bend that knee softly and lift up that left leg. Hold it here. Now again, hold on if you need to. You can start with one finger, all fingers go in between those. Squeeze that core. It's going to really help with that balance. And also find something to focus on with your eyes. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Break. Let's go to that left side. Soften that knee. Hold on if you need to. Lift that right knee up. Squeeze that core and hold. Breathing through this. So you want your hips nice and level. If it's up too far, too much on one side, it's really going to mess with that balance. So just make sure it's even there. You're bracing your core and breathing. 3, 2, 1. Nice work, you guys. All right, so we're going to take it into the legs a little bit more. So again, grab your chair in the front of you if you want. And we're going to lift our leg out to the side. So we're just going to bend this left leg here. And I want you to push your hip back a little bit. So push that hip out, and then you're just going to lift that leg out to the side as high as you can with control. Now watch that right foot. Make sure you're not twisting it out like that. You're keeping it nice and sideways, just like that. Good. And then we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Break there. We'll go on to the other side, holding onto the chair if you need to. First, push that right hip back. Knee is nice and softly bent, and then we lift. Good. And if you want to work on that balance more, then try not holding on, or maybe holding on with one finger. You got to keep a tight core if you're going to work with that balance and not hold on. So remember, brace that core for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake those legs out. Okay, 2 more moves here. So we'll do 2 more moves for the leg. You're actually going to definitely hold on to the chair, even if you don't need to for balance. So I want you holding on, and you're going to kick out and point the leg. So toe is pointed, and then you're going to kick out straight behind you, and side and behind you. Now this standing leg, again, that hip is just pushed back a little bit, and your knee softly bent here. So this leg is working. So we're holding on, and lift with me, kick it out, now back, and out, and back. Breathing, and every time you kick at the end, squeeze the glute. And you're kind of trying to stretch that leg out long, like you're trying to detach it from your body almost. And 3, 2, and 1. Now keep that leg back if you can, and up. It's coming down and squeezing, down and squeezing. Good. Squeezing at the top. Now we don't want to arch the lower back here. We're still tucking the tailbone a little and squeezing the glute. So I'm not here, I'm here. Good, we'll go for 3, 2, you're gonna feel it tomorrow. 1, break for a moment. And then we'll do 1 more raise. So from here, let's hold on or lean on something. Bring that leg back up. Point the toe, and you're just gonna stretch it out to the ceiling here. And squeezing your glute at the top, so the leg stays bent. Good. Pointing that toe And 3, 2, 1, break. Really nice. You should be feeling it in that standing leg too. So if you're like, oh my God, my leg's on fire, that's normal. Don't worry. All right, take a few seconds. We're gonna go to the other side. Make sure you feel nice and stable and your chair is not moving. And let's soften that right knee, push that hip back a little bit and lean. And first, we're just going to bring it out to the side point and then kick. If you can, keep it up the entire time. So outside and back, side and back. Breathing through it. These aren't easy moves. So if you need a break, take a break. We're doing what we can today. Trying to keep moving, raising that heart rate a little bit. So we keep burning calories after we leave this workout. And 3, 2, and 1. Kick it out. So if we can come down and squeeze right here, meet me here. Squeeze that glute at the top. Now that standing leg is already firing. It is holding you up and balancing you. But we're squeezing this glute every time on our own when we lift. Good. 2 and 1. Great. So now we want to point that toe and lean over here. Make sure you're not arching the back and push. Push that leg. Make sure it stays bent. And you're trying to reach those toes to the ceiling, squeezing your glute every time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Those were huge moves. So we're definitely taking it down to the mat right now. All right, grab some water if you need it. And let's make sure you can see my mat. Perfect. We're more than halfway through, you guys. Give the legs a little break. And we're going to lay down on our stomach. So give yourself about 10 seconds here to breathe. And then we're going to do a little stretch and a tricep move. So the hands are going to be right outside the chest. Your elbows are going to be in by your sides. We've done this one before. You're just pushing up. Your lower body is just relaxing. You're just getting a stretch in that core, in the back, and warming up those triceps. Now this one may look easy, but it's sneaky. Those triceps will be burning. Good. We'll go for 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Let's break and stretch right here. So I'm on my forearms and I'm just kind of opening up the chest. I'm bringing the shoulders back, pushing the hips down into the mat and taking some deep breaths here. Good. 1 more deep breath. All right, we're gonna go into this tricep move one more time. So let's come down here, bring the hands by the chest, elbows in. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Do what you can here. I don't care how high you go, if it's right here. I don't care if you go at a slower pace. Just try to keep moving with me. Good. And if you're feeling it, no matter what version you're doing, if it's a little smaller right here, you're still getting the benefits, right? And we'll go for 3 more. And 1, 2, and 3. Break and relax here. 10 seconds. Deep breaths. Okay, now hands are going to come out in front of you a little bit, and you're going to push up from here for a little stretch. Push up, round the shoulders down, chest up, nice and straight. Push those hips into the mat one more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're slowly going to come up, and we're going to turn over and lie down on our back for a little bit. So take your time and meet me right here. And we're going to go into some glute bridges. So you're just going to push through those heels. You want your heels in line with your shoulders, your knees, and your shoulders. So just pushing up, holding at the top, squeezing the glutes, and roll down. So push through those heels with me, hold here, and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. So we get some movement in that lower spine, and roll down. Good, and push through, hold it, and roll. And one more like this, hold it here, squeeze the glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll down, awesome. Okay, now with your hands, push off the floor to bring your legs up. Now from here, squeeze the core, bringing the belly button down to the spine. Now you can either straighten out your legs or bend them, whatever feels better on that lower back. So if you feel like your core might be a little weaker, then I say stay bent and in a little bit, just to protect the back for now. And then we're gonna bring the hands up. Now that left hand and the right leg are gonna move. And if you don't get it right the first time, don't worry, it's an easy move to screw up, ready? So left arm, right leg, come down, squeeze that core, bring it back up nice and slow with control. And now we're gonna go with that same side the entire time here, just to get used to that move. We wanna keep that core nice and tight when we're bringing that leg down. Squeezing with everything we've got. We'll go one more on this side. And back up, awesome. Okay, other side, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze with me. Brace that core, good. Tucking in and bringing that belly button down to the spine. 2 more. We don't want to rush through this move. We really want to feel it and be moving with control. And let's break, you can bring the legs down and rest. So we're gonna go back up in about 5 seconds, and now we're gonna alternate legs and arms. Okay, so push off, get those legs up, arms up, squeeze the core already, and let's start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alternate here, other side, squeeze to come back up. Good, you wanna exhale when it's tough. So when you're at the hardest part of the exercise, that's when you're gonna be exhaling. And that's a trick for all the moves. So if you ever wanna see if your breathing is in sync, then just always think, where is the hardest part in this move? And that's where I exhale. So I'm gonna exhale on that way back up right now. Good. And we're gonna go one more on each side. Last one, rest. Nice work, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna turn to my side. You're almost done. That's the good news. And I'm gonna come onto my elbow. Now, if you want extra padding, I will grab a pillow now. So you're gonna be here and you're gonna come onto the knees and you're gonna hold the core in nice and tight. From here, you're just gonna wrap around for a little hug and then bring that arm up. Really squeeze and lift in that hip right here. And twist with me here. Lift up. And twist and lift. Good. You want to be squeezing that core on your own, seeing how tight you can make your waist. Let's go one more here. And slowly come down. All right. Take your time. We're going to go on to the other side. This is a one-time move, one-time deal only. So we're not going to be back here again. All right, let's have the knees line up with the elbow. And let's lift in 3, 2, 1. Lift and squeeze that core, bring that arm up. And now let's twist in and up and in and up. Squeezing, working on that balance, all those little core stabilizers. And we'll go for 2 more here. Twist and squeeze. And last one, twist and squeeze and come on down. Okay, so we'll have one more move and then we're done. What is that move? Okay. We're still working the obliques. So last time, just come nice and slow down to your mat. Have the knees fall in one direction. Bring the hands behind your head. And we're gonna crunch up. Leave those elbows nice and wide and open. And we're crunching up, lifting both shoulders off the ground. So we're not just crunching this way, crunching straight to the ceiling. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And squeeze and come up all the way down. Squeeze and all the way down. Good. Exhaling when we come up, getting all that stale air out. Good. 2 more on this side. You're giving a little squeeze and hold at the top right here and come on down. Okay, nice and slow. We'll bring those knees up and then just let them fall to the other side. Try to get both shoulders on the ground to start and straight up in 3, 2, 1, crunch. All the way down. Hold it at the top, slowly come down with control. This is our last move of the day. So give it all you got here. Let's end strong. Some of the moves were really tough, so good job showing up and trying. 2 more. Last big squeeze. All right, we did it, you guys. Okay, slowly come up and we'll stretch. Let's get into butterfly first. So we'll sit up nice and straight here, and let's go to the right side first. We're just gonna lean with our left, and then gently push that knee open up that hip a little, and we'll hold and take some deep breaths here. Bringing that heart rate down. And we'll come on to the other side, lean into it with that elbow on that knee, and gently push and breathe. So we had a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength, a little bit of balance, and then, yeah, ending with some strength training and core work. Really effective full body workout. Okay, let's bring that right leg out, left leg in. Sit up nice and straight. Twist your upper body. Use your arm strength to pull and walk down your leg and reach. So you're reaching diagonal past your foot, pulling from the outside in. I like this one because I feel stretching that lower back. And of course, you should feel it in that hamstring too. And you want to bring the toes towards you so you feel a little bit in the calf too. And if you want, you could pull your laces or your foot to get a deeper stretch in that calf. All right, now we're going to open up here. So we're just going to open up that chest, push that elbow into the knee, twist, bring this arm up and over, and deep breaths. Feel a great stretch all throughout that side. One more deep breath. Okay, slowly come up. We'll bring this leg in, that leg out. Sit up nice and straight, twist towards that leg, use your arm strength, walk it down. Deep breath here. So I wanted to leave you guys with a positive quote or some inspiration. And I was trying to think, what do I tell myself every day? So let's twist out, open up the chest, push that elbow into the knee, lift up and over, and breathe. So yeah, I was thinking, what inspires me, what helps me to keep going? And I was thinking about new habits or newly working out. If you're new to working out here, slowly come back up. Great. And let's sit in Indian style or whatever way is comfortable for your feet. And we'll bring that arm across and we'll pull that elbow in and then bring the shoulder, try to push it out to get a deeper stretch out and down. So the quote I thought about that I really liked, what seems impossible or difficult today will one day become your warm-up. And I don't just mean that like in working out. Well, it does pertain to working out. We are working out together, but it kind of fits my life, all areas of my life. And let's go to the other side, like positive self-talk or anything I'm trying to incorporate new into my life, a new habit. It's always really difficult in the beginning to stick with, but if you keep going and keep showing up every day, sometimes, like I say, that's the hardest part, then it becomes like your warm-up. It becomes like an easy habit. So keep going, don't give up, and keep showing up. Get that elbow back behind the head, and then just bring your head back to push your arm back a little bit more and take some deep breaths. So I'll also be here Friday at 12:30. So hopefully you guys can make it a little lunchtime workout session. And other side here. Deep breaths. and we're gonna twist. So I just want you to push off your knee, sit up nice and straight, and twist, pushing off the floor with that back arm, and look behind you more and more. And look, can you look one more inch behind you and change, switch to the other side, push off that knee, twist, look behind you. Breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last stretch. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. So you can put your hands on the floor, either tuck your chin or let it fall if that feels good, whatever works for you there. You're gonna stick out your chest like you're trying to show it off. And you wanna really arch that upper back. Now again, if it hurts the neck, double chin it in here. You're just trying to actively push that chest out by pushing down into your mat. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out. All right, you guys, great work. And again, what may seem difficult or impossible today will one day be your warm-up. I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.